Hey, welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam, and well, I'm outside. I want to share a moment about why going outside is an important ritual. Um, Shared in a previous walk or previous video that it's more than just a habit. I treat my daily excursions outside with Indiana, my dog. I kind of treat it like work. It's one of those things that sometimes, for me, it's non-negotiable. I love that dog, and he needs to go outside, needs his exercise, and I'm the one to do it. Yeah. Uh, so, but it's good for me, and I do it for him, but I also do it for myself. Walking is great exercise, but we could walk on the road, and we don't because we get more out of being outside. Um, Being outside is more than just a habit. All right. Habits are, for me, my definition, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but a habit is something that's part of your life. And when you miss it, it can definitely cause you some stress. All right. Yeah. And, call it a vice, but for, you know, a different word, a ritual is an intentional, repeated behavior that's organized. It's part of your organizational paradigm. It's part of what you do to manage, become efficient in your day. All right. So, Indiana, like myself, we're creatures of habit. We like getting up at the same time. Doesn't matter if it's a weekend or not, if I'm a holiday or not. Yeah. And part of our ritual means, getting the rest of the family up for their day. Part of our ritual is that walk. Part of my ritual is spending time with my birds. Yeah, I'm an avid birder. Um, Being in outdoor education for some time, I did have the privilege of sharing some of my career with the YMCA. And part of my career there was inviting students to participate in citizen science. And we would do that through the Feeder Watch program. Um, Cornell University would invite people to submit sightings, twice a week, 20 minutes a day, what you saw, how many, what were they doing? And it's really amazing stuff. And there are so many ways you can get involved with citizen science. But I was feeding birds well before that. And it was one way that I can incorporate a habit, a ritual into my work life and share one of those little passions I have because I enjoy what I do. And I want to share that with others. So, um, going outside is part of my ritual, and feeding the birds is a ritual, and it's good for me, and it can be good for you. Now, if it's not part of your life, it doesn't take a lot to do it, right? And that might just mean spending some time intentionally, on your front step, your back step, right? Maybe take a walk to a local park. That might involve some effort, right? Walking down the street, maybe even a drive. And maybe it's not every day, but there are some physical, mental, emotional benefits for spending time in nature, going outside. And you don't have to be great to start, but you've got to start to be great, right? So this is part of my well-being. And hey, some days are better than other. But I had a video that I was planning on shooting this morning. Nigh impossible. My phone actually died. It was so cold. Dog lifting more than 1 foot at a time because it was minus 32. Way too cold to spend that much time outside. So we modified. We had to break up our routine, our ritual a little bit. So that meant 2 10-minute excursions with a little bit of a break. Working outside as an arborist, working outside in outdoor education. There are definitely some things that Ministry of Labor, they've got some rules about that, how much time you can invite employees to spend outdoors. So we've got to have availability of indoor space, breaks. So it's just, good, responsible management of your time and resources. But if you're going to be outside, it should be pleasant. And that is part of the scope and planning that goes into an outdoor guided forest therapy experience. It's a challenge to invite people to be mindful if they are not comfortable, which is why it's so hard to do forest bathing in the Muskokas in the spring, black fly season, mosquitoes. Yeah, if you're not from around here, even if you are, it's not comfortable. So it's just not worth it. If it's too cold, if it's too wet, um, you're not going to be in the right mindset. You can still do it, but it won't be as potent. It won't be as beneficial. So yeah, there's a time and a place. Now, for those of us who, whether we use the word sportsmen or hunters or gatherers, yeah, life doesn't stop. It's cold out, but these birds, they need their energy, so I feed them. Um, and the sound of birds is good for you. We're hardwired for it. We don't understand the words they're saying, but they're definitely communicating to each other. They're communicating about us, about me and the chatter that I'm creating. But they can manage. They're pretty used to me. So go outside. Small steps. All right, small steps, but you got to start. So make it once a week. Hey, if you make it once a day, twice a day, right? It's 20 minutes. That's all it takes. That's a good start. After that, if you have the pleasure and the privilege that I do to make it part of your work life, I don't make a lot of money, but I am okay. I have wealth, and that's different. So look after yourself. Go outside. Look after your family. Look after your provider. And I got to look after these birds because they help me and they help us. All right. They need it. So go outside. Got to start. Start to be great. Thanks. Bye.